Why are we repiping our house and we haven't had a single leak? Plus why you may want to do the same thing. We're going to run through our quick repipe story. We're going to talk about roughly what it costs, the material we chose, why we're doing it, and why you should consider doing the same thing. Hey there, Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates. We've been helping buyers and sellers make the best decisions in these crazy markets, and we're here with an update on why we're doing a repipe in our home. Why are we turning our home into Swiss cheese? Most people wait to do a repipe, whether it's a partial repipe where they only fix the area that's affected, or a whole house repipe like we're doing, where all the pipes in the house are changed out. Most people will wait until they actually have a leak. We are doing it preemptively, which means we haven't had a leak yet, knock on wood, before this is done. The reason we decided to dive in is we have neighbors, about 3 other houses just on our cul-de-sac here, have had issues with leaks recently, and they've had to be repiped. So we know it's only a matter of time. Number 2, and we're going to be bringing more content to the channel on this, we are going to be doing some remodeling to the house. Now, what we don't want is a case where we do the remodel and then suddenly have a leak. And we have several friends that this actually happened to. They then had to fix the leak, fix the stuff that was damaged, and then repipe the house. So we're doing it preemptively, knowing that it is just a matter of time to where the leaks will start. First important point about a repipe is we're specifically talking about the supply lines. These are the ones that provide the cold water and hot water throughout the house. Sewer lines and waste lines may need to be changed out at some point, but that's not what we're doing now. Copper supply lines do have a finite life, and in our neck of the woods in Southern California, we happen to live in an area that's very hard on copper pipes. It's related to the fact that the water is hard and the type of copper that was used. So eventually this can lead to what's known as pinhole leaks, and that's usually what happens above the concrete. You'll see that where suddenly there will be a leak from a wall. There's also slab leaks, and that's for the pipes that are buried in the concrete in the foundation. Those can leak as well, and they may not leak up. You can have a slab leak where the water is going under the foundation. This is also a problem, obviously. So a lot of folks will call what they have a slab leak, it may be a pinhole leak. Doesn't matter really what it is. At the end of the day, the problem is water is coming out of a pipe in a direction it shouldn't. So this needs to be solved. So when doing a repipe, you do have some choices in the materials. You can go ahead and just repipe with copper and replace it all. You can use 2 other materials that are common, and that would be PEX, which is behind me, that blue one, and here's another one right here, or you can use PVC. PEX is a material that's being used much more frequently, has a lot of positives, a few negatives. We'll do some additional content about it later on, but right now that's what we've decided to do. It has a 25-year warranty, which is as long as the warranty in our area would be for copper. Another big question people will have about repiping is, should they do it with permits? And we always suggest that you get permits. And I will say getting permits for a repipe is actually a relatively easy process. Our local area, Newport Beach is where we are, they actually have a special repipe permit you can get. And it's easy, and there's only going to be 2 inspections from the city. One will be a rough plumbing inspection. So after the plumber is done running all the PEX and has attached everything and pressurized the system, an inspector will come through to make sure that's good. Then the next inspection would be a final, and that's after the drywall is all gone back in. That's it. It's a pretty quick process. And at the end of the day, we have something that's permitted and that we can share if and when we sell the house down the road. A repipe adds value to the home, but it's not a sexy thing like a new kitchen or new flooring. At the end of the day, when this repipe is done, if it's done right, and it will be by this crew, you literally won't even know it happened. So that's the downside with a repipe. It's not sexy, but it will add value, particularly if it's done with permits. As for the cost of a repipe, ours is going to run about $10,000 to $12,000. Now we do get a good deal because we do a lot of business with the contractor. In fact, he's my father-in-law, so he gives us a really good deal. And then as far as specs go, my house is about 4,600 square feet and has 4.5 bathrooms. That's relevant because there's some longer runs of PEX and that's more attachments that you have to make. So about 10 to 12,000 once everything's patched up and done. As for finding a repipe specialist, one of the easiest places to go is Yelp. You'll find some good reviews there. There's Angie's List. You can ask a neighbor you know who's done a repipe and see how that person did for them and get their contact info if it went well. If you're in Southern California, we can give you our contractor's name. So reach out below if you'd like our repipe specialist. Should you consider a repipe, particularly a whole house repipe? It's an easy answer if you've had a big leak or several leaks. It's probably time to repipe. If you haven't had any leaks, what I would do is ask a repipe specialist, typically how long do pipes last in your area. If you start to see your neighbors having issues, then it may be time to consider doing it. If you know that other homes have had the pinhole leaks or slab leaks and you're about to do a major remodel, I highly recommend that you add this into the budget and get this done. Otherwise, you may find the work completed and you have to do it yet again, as several of our friends have had happen. Let us know if you're going to do a repipe or you have done a repipe, whether you had a leak or it was preemptive. Tell us your stories below. If you found this video helpful and you want more remodeling content, make sure you hit that like button, and we're going to bring that content to you as we continue to do more projects to our home. But first, the repipe. And check out this next video where we have a tiny house that was remodeled and made big bucks. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Christian Walsh, real estate agent with Wire Associates, and we want to hear from you.